Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you already know what's going on, man. I'll go into work and I'm looking in to do my Epic 7 dailies, and you know it's like, little creaky sound. Homegirl gonna come through the woodworks like, okay, baby girl, I see you, I see the cakes. So, as you guys know, Roana is in the building. I mean, it's kind of like, it looked like Rona, but we ain't gonna say Rona, you know, that's how you get demonetized. But, she's in the game now. But what I wanted to do is something that I started doing in 7 Deadly Sins, and I've always liked to do guides in this game. So what we're gonna be doing here is a small little guide, a little something if you happen to summon this character and you don't want to wait to, you know, everybody builds the character and then just pretty much says what I say, but has more subscribers than me, so it looks like they're right and I'm wrong. So yeah, so I'm just gonna do that first, and then we're gonna summon this girl. We got a decent amount of stuff here. We also got, what is this? We got 1 ML summon here, 2 ML summons. I don't think we'll get another one in the summon session, and we ain't gonna need that because we're gonna get her early. We getting her with the 66 right here, buddy. You know what it is. Before we get into the guy, let's do the free summon for, you know, for good luck. So you gotta get it out the way early. Get it out the way early. All right. People already asking, what do you say about Rona? That's why I used to like doing these guides, because it just gives like my insight pretty much on the character. All right, so here we are at Roana. Roana smiles. She's something doesn't care. Something else, she's unaware. Roana. Someone tell me what song I'm trying to sing that I don't know the lyrics to even make a spoof of it. But okay, so let's look at her skills. First of all, sorry, you don't go to skills. We go straight over to the Awaken Bacon. Now let's see, we got the attack, which we don't care about. HP 5474. Now let's go and compare that to the other HP hitters out there. Now I love this site. What is this site? The Game Press site, because I can just click on HP and it's going to show me the characters with the highest HP. Now as you can see, she's 5474, as I just said. We just saw her with Awakening, so that should be, you know, everything after the fact. So she's coming up pretty low, but these are obviously the higher HP characters. We got Ravi, Ken, Dark Corvus, Apocalypse Ravi, Krausit, Fallen CC. Like, these characters are, you know, gonna have a lot of high HP. So she's gonna fall even low. She's falling down. She's going down. Sorry. But she's, she's down here. And it makes sense. If you really pay attention to the characters that are here, they're not Soul Weavers. They do this weird thing, I don't know why they do it in this game, that Soul Weavers just have to be very frail and, you know, must be protected, or they don't want to, you know, stack them too much. So as you can see, eventually we hit Destina, who has 6034. So now we're starting to see, you know, her break into the thing. So we can actually hopefully put this by Soul Weavers, and then we can actually see a little bit better light of what she compares into her peers. So she actually matches up with Royal of Light, and that's all she matches up with. So she's right here. Technically, yeah, 3rd place, because 1st place is Destina, and then these two are 2nd, and then 3rd place tied with Ruel. So that's not that bad. She's 621 attack, that's the same. Defense is the same, and speed is the same. So she's pretty much the same stat line as Ruel. That's kind of funny. I think they might even be the same typing. Sorry, the same zodiac sign maybe. They are. So they're both Pisces. I guess that's just the Pisces stat line. I guess that's what it is. What's really cool about this is that you've already seen a character, Ruel, just flourish with this same base stats. So you can't even say that the base stats are bad, because you already have a character with those base stats that does very well. So with the fact that she's matching with Ruel's base stats is actually pretty cool. So then it just comes down to kit. Is her kit good enough for you to want to summon, you know, and avoid all this nonsense? So we're gonna go, let's just go into the preview skills. My favorite.
I won't run anymore.
Oh my god, the voice is good, thank god. Thank the heavens! Soul Purification attacks the enemy with noble power. Pretty basic.
This is just the beginning.
Oh yeah, and it gives that shield, I remember. Granting a barrier to the ally with the lowest health. Obviously she's the only one there, so she's gonna give the barrier to herself. Strength increases proportional to the caster's max HP, which is mwah, Beautiful. Why is that so good? Because that means that no matter who she puts the shield on, it's gonna scale off her HP, which means she can stack HP and everyone's getting the same shield. Equal opportunity shielding. This is what we like. Also, you can soul burn for 20 to grant a shield to all allies after attacking, which is pretty good. After attacking is really good to note also, because that means that, you know, depending on other shenanigans that might happen, the shield can come onto. For example, if there is a dual attack that happens at the same time or something of that nature, and maybe, you know, you strip the unbuffable, then the barrier goes on. A lot of shenanigans could happen, but that's why they specify it that way, just to say it. You can also Molagora it and actually make the shield stronger by 5, 15, 25% increased barrier strength. That's nuts. We don't care about the damage. I mean, maybe some people might, but yeah, you usually don't care about the damage on that. And then you have the passive, which is Vigilant Eye. It's a Sharingan. Recovers health of all allies when an ally is attacked by an extra attack, counter attack, or dual attack, and increases combat readiness of all allies by 5% each per attacked ally. We already know what this is. Amount recovered is proportional to the caster's max HP, which is, again, beautiful, and the number of attacked allies. Now, as you can see here, all the Molagoras is just based on that healing, has nothing to do with combat readiness. That's where the showcase is going to come into, if you're going to see how much healing is it done. But I feel like most people, the healing's cool, but they're really hyped about the combat readiness push. The combat readiness push is what's going to make people really go, I don't know if I want to attack into that. Also, keep in mind that this has no cooldown. This is not like ML Tywin's thing where it's like a cleanse for all the homies, but it happens once per turn, which he needs to get a turn. This can happen literally all day, all the time. That's what makes her very strong in my opinion. So she can keep healing back when the dual attack happens, heals back when the counter attack happens. It's crazy, because the heal, regardless of how many people are hit by the extra attack that happens, she's healing everybody. So that's where the craziness comes in. That's where the coolness comes in. I don't know, that's just sick. Dual attacking is one thing that you can't avoid. If your character, if the enemy dual attacks, if you dual attack, you can't really help it, so that can just happen. So she has a passive that works pretty much all the time, which I do like. Counterattacks, there's also, you can run into ML Kens and characters that are, or Violet's characters that forcibly have some type of counterattack mechanic that the enemy AI cannot avoid doing. So that's pretty good as well. And then you have Charles, who can't help himself, so it's really cool that she has this passive. So definitely looking forward to seeing that. And then last but not least, Noble Recos.
May the light free you from despair.
Boom.
Step back.
Step back. Oh, I actually like her voice. Very like mystical. I don't know how to say this. Yeah, you get the 2-turn revive. You also get healing, right? Yes, recovers health of all allies and grants revive for 2 turns. The amount recovered is based on her max HP. So when we go to the gear, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Only thing you can do here is just reduce the cooldown to 4 turns, which is amazeballs. So yes, cool. Very cool character. Gear, you're gonna go lifesteal because you're gonna like have the barrier and you want to absorb behind the barrier. No, I'm just you're not doing that. Counter is obviously one of the better options for her because as she attacks, she can counterattack herself, which makes her vulnerable to a Roana on the other team too, which is kind of funny. But yes, at least if she counters, she's bringing a barrier to the lowest health ally, which is super helpful. That means the person that is affected by all these counterattacks, dual attacks, attacks, whatever the heck, is now going to get a barrier now that she counters. So I really like that, and it just adds a little bit more safety to her. If anything, you can of course just run the health set. Everything she does scales off HP. The heal that she has on her S2 passive, the barrier that she has on the S1, and the heal on the S3 is based off her HP. So I feel like a health set should be in there somewhere. Of course, people sometimes are still gonna run the immunity set somewhere if they want her to not get gimped out of her ass, which is cool that this is not some type of move that her S2 is not a move that she has to use. So even if she does get stunned, she's still going to passively give combat readiness and healing if those situations do occur. So I do like that. Alencia, for example, her passive is cool, Mind's Eye is cool, but she has to actually take a turn and do something on her turn to, be useful. Roana here, her S2 passive is still going to be off the rocker regardless. So I think this is the character that you guys definitely want to have in your party. Where is it? Where are you? Where are you? I love you. Where are you? Immunity set. Immunity set also really good just to keep yourself from getting all the oogie boogies on you. She doesn't have any way of cleansing herself or anything like that, so immunity set, and of course somewhere deep in the woods we're gonna find a effect resistance set, or just putting that in the substats. Obviously substats, you're just gonna want a crap ton of HP, some defense, and effective resistance, regardless of what set you actually decide to go on. Her speed is balls, so you know you're not gonna make her fast or anything like that. You gotta make sure that she can last, and that's the goal. My favorite part of this is the artifacts. Let's look at the Soul Weaver artifacts and see what she can bring on. I mean, I've said this many of times, is that Soul Weavers and mages have a really hard time of picking which one because they have so many good options. So Idol's Cheer, always going to be good because you're giving combat readiness plus the other combat readiness. You can do some severe pushing, and this is great for a character that is so slow to provide combat readiness, pushing, and can really set off a lot of things off balance. And this is where, if you're putting a character like her on defense, you can all of a sudden just boost the heck out of your people, and you can have more than one Idol Cheer on your team. You can have Idol Cheer plus Higglick Lance plus some of the other I forgot the other one, Steadfast I think it's called, the new one for the Knights. You can have a lot of out of nowhere things, and all of a sudden there are characters attacking that your opponent is not expecting, and of course you can do that on offense too. So I really like Idol's Cheer. It's always a good thing to go. Celestine is really good if you're going with the counter build, because every time that you counter and when you regularly attack, you're going to be providing a barrier to the lowest health ally, and you're also going to heal them. And on your own attacks, your own dual attacks, and your counter attacks, that's going to make it very annoying. So definitely keep that in mind. I saw a Destina with counter Celestine, and it was the most annoying thing. It's a little bit different because Destina has exclusive equipment, so she has plans on the S1, so it's the full package. Not exactly the same thing here, but it is what it is. Shamata Staff, I think with the new changes, is pretty good. It gives all your allies effect resistance, 20% of it pretty much for free, and it makes all healing in the team better. So she has 2 heals, so that's really good for her. And any other healing, so like if you have any characters that have lifesteal or anything of that nature, they're going to be lifestealing more, and any other heal that's in your team is going to be a little bit more. So I do think Shamata Staff is pretty good. I really like the change that they made it, and I'm hoping to see more characters with it, to be honest. Her own special artifact here, Touch of Recos, recovers the health of all allies by 5% after being attacked. This effect can only be activated once per turn. Amount recovered increases proportional to the target's max HP. As I was just saying, that's kind of going to be crappy if the target's max HP is not high because they're a squishier target, and you're running this on her, and it's like the heal's not going to be that good. She also needs to get a turn to reset it, and we already described that she's slow. I actually don't like Touch of Recos at all. I would have it better on a faster character, a character that's a little bit fast that can reset it a little bit more, like Dingo, like Blaze Dingo or something like that. But on her, I think it's better to get some of these things that utilize being slow. Eternus, I think a lot of people are slightly sleeping on. It gives her combat readiness, gives the caster combat readiness when a character on the team takes a turn and they have a debuff. So again, about kind of tipping the tides of combat readiness pushing when your opponent doesn't know what's going on. There's a lot of debuffs in the game. What I mean by that, there's a lot of popular characters that are putting out debuffs, whether they like to or not. Even if you think about it, Charles, a very popular character, has an attack break on his S1, and of course there's Seaside Bologna. There's a lot of provokes, dear God, there's a lot of provokes. So you gotta think when those characters take their turn, you're gonna get a little bit combat readiness push. There's no limit to this at all. And that's why I think this artifact is actually pretty good. It's a little bit risky because of the other options, in my opinion, are a little bit better. But again, throwing off when a character is going to take a turn is very strong. What is Origins for the same reason? It makes your character slightly more tanky. Like they take a hit that they would take a decent amount of damage, they heal, and then they also combat readiness push themselves again. All about just combat readiness push. It's really good for a character that already has some of it in their kit. Of course, you have Proof of Valor, a way to keep a very slow, tanky character alive and kind of misguide people's damage. And that is pretty much it. Yes. So I hope that you guys like the guide. If you have any other additional information that I missed out, please feel free to put it in the comment section below. I'm not trying to say that this is the only way to do this, or the only way to build this character. I'm just trying to provide some insight because there are people that are already summoning for this character. People are already asking, hey, should I summon for this character or not? So that's what this video is for. There are going to be showcases, plenty of other channels. I'm not a showcase channel. I don't whale and I don't have the time. So, but I can tell you what makes a character good because I know how to read in between the lines. So if I get this character in this video, I will 6-star, 6 awaken her by tomorrow. And that's a promise. I will have her fully awakened and 6-starred by tomorrow. That's a promise. And you guys know I barely play the game, so it's gonna be a lot of work for me to do that, and like I actually have to put 7 Deadly Sins down for a little bit. If we can get her in this video, I'd be really excited, really happy about that. So let us go. People are gonna be like, oh my god, this is a guide video that's so long. Don't worry, we're gonna skip through a lot of this. We're gonna skip through a lot of this, baby. We're gonna skip through a lot of this. But this is how I like to do the guide videos in 7 Deadly Sins. I give you guys a quick insight, which is not really quick, but it's quick in my terms. And then I try to summon for the character. Summons, unfortunately, in this game are 1 at a time, so makes it a little bit lengthier a process. Again, prosthetic candlestick, you need for it to trigger, and then you need a turn, so not that good. Oh, I felt it. I kind of felt it a little bit there. Can't skip. Why can't I skip? See that in. All right, so we're getting in the first batch. That's fine. Got any goodies here? What is this? Oh, 4 to 5-star hero. Oh, I already finished giving you to your friend. Alright, we're back. Let's get it. I used all the sky stones. Usually I do 1 at a time, but I got faith that we're gonna get her here in this video. If not, then you know what that means. I'm gonna have to like actually do the abyss. Get that 2,000 crystals that's just kind of sitting there. Really don't want to do that. Don't want to do it. Don't want to do it. Come on, girl. I just gave you a lot of props. Big review. Come on. Don't be stingy out here. Oh, it made the sound like it was something too. Hey, what's up, Cartuja? My buddy. Can't be mad at that. He's opening the gateway for the green units. He opened the gateway. Damn, man. Have I actually... When was the last time I got a banner character without pity? I don't know. Doesn't look like it's here. Cerise went down. Yeah, Cerise went down to pity. Oh, Karowick. Karowick, I did not go to pity. So it was very recent. Ah, we got another. We gotta wait. Didn't get baby girl. I did not get her. 87 summons to go. So it's gonna take me a little bit to get to that. So let's do the moonlights as well. Yeah, I'm gonna save my moonlights. I'm gonna save them. Reason being is that I really don't care for little Queen Charlotte. I like, she's cool and all, but I really want to get for Angelica. She's gonna probably be in the Mystic Metal Shop, and then she's gonna appear in here. She's currently not in the Moonlight Summons, and I really kind of want that character. So I'll save these actually. False alarm. False alarm. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? And it's a 4-star, so it's almost as if, you know, that ML Rin, we already have her. And one more for the goal. You gotta do it, man. You gotta do it. You just gotta go for it. Alright, so we did get an ML4. That's not that bad. Though we already have that one, and she is max ego memory imprinted, so there's that. Anyway, that was pretty fun. I always love summoning. Hope you guys can utilize the guide so it's not just a summon video. I kind of didn't want to just do a summon video. I don't know, starting to not like doing that. But that's it, that's fun. Now I gotta do the abyss. Probably to get some sky stone and some bookmarks, and I gotta do the Autoton Tower, the Dawn Tower. So wish me luck on those. I'll get those done, and we'll be back. Hope you guys enjoyed, and just remember that every day at the casino is your lucky day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.